Welcome to our Cybersecurity Awareness Campaign. This project is presented by Des Moines Area Community College Honors students in partnership with the Urbandale Public Library. Today, we will share simple and effective ways to protect yourself online, including how to recognize threats, secure your devices, and stay safe in the digital world. We are a team of students in the Des Moines Area Community College Honors Program. As part of our learning experience, we were challenged to create a meaningful community service project. For this project, we partnered with the Urbandale Public Library to address an issue that touches every one of us: online safety and cybersecurity. Many people hear the word cybersecurity and think it requires complex technical skills. But that is not true. In reality, staying safe online often comes down to simple, everyday habits that anyone can learn. In this presentation, we will focus on clear and practical steps you can use in daily life. We will show how to recognize suspicious emails, how to create strong passwords, how to protect yourself on public Wi-Fi, and how to use social media more safely. Our goal is not to overwhelm you with technical terms. Our goal is to build confidence and awareness. By the end of this presentation, you will see that cybersecurity is less about technology and more about smart choices we make every day. Together, we will explore small habits that help protect personal information, reduce risks, and keep you and your family safe online. Cybersecurity matters because the threats we face online are real, common, and growing every year. Scams, fraud, and identity theft no longer affect only large companies or government agencies. They affect individuals and families in every community. Consider the risks. Criminals use scams to trick people into giving up their personal information or money. They use fraud to make unauthorized purchases or to take over accounts. Identity theft can damage credit scores, drain bank accounts, and take months or even years to repair. These are not rare events. Millions of people in the United States are affected by cybercrime each year, and the financial losses add up to billions of dollars. But the impact goes beyond money. Victims often describe feeling stressed, embarrassed, or even fearful of using technology after an incident. This loss of trust in technology can make people hesitant to do things that are now part of everyday life, such as online banking, shopping, or using healthcare portals. The good news is that good online habits make a difference. By using strong passwords, watching for phishing attempts, and keeping devices updated, you create real protection for your money, your privacy, and your family. Safe habits give you more than security. They give you confidence. Instead of worrying about what might go wrong, you can use technology with greater peace of mind. Cybersecurity is not about eliminating every risk, but about reducing risks through awareness and action. The small choices you make each day can protect not only your information, but also the people who depend on you. The internet has become part of nearly every aspect of daily life. We use it to manage our money through online banking, to shop for groceries and household items, to connect with family and friends on social media, and to help children with school assignments. Many people also use online portals for healthcare, whether to view test results, refill prescriptions, or schedule appointments. These tools are convenient, but every time we go online, we are sharing information. That information can include names, addresses, credit card numbers, medical details, or even personal conversations. Criminals target this information because it is valuable and can be used for scams, fraud, or identity theft. The risks do not mean we should avoid technology. Instead, they show us why it is important to understand how to stay safe while using it. Just as we lock the doors to our homes and keep our wallets secure in public, we also need to protect our digital lives. Cybersecurity in daily life is not about complicated systems. It is about forming habits that match our routines. For example, using strong passwords protects your banking accounts, learning to spot phishing protects your email, and keeping your devices updated protects your healthcare information. By practicing these habits, we can enjoy the convenience of technology while reducing the risks. Cybersecurity is part of modern life, and when we learn how to manage it, we make technology work for us instead of against us. One of the most common online threats today is phishing. A phishing email is a fake message designed to trick you into giving away personal information, such as your login details, credit card number, or even your social security number. Phishing works because the messages look real. Criminals copy the logos, colors, and style of trusted companies or banks. They may even use email addresses that appear very close to the real thing. At first glance, the message seems official, but hidden inside are dangerous links or attachments. The goal of phishing is simple: to get you to click without thinking. Some emails try to scare you with warnings like your account has been locked or unusual activity has been detected. Others may try to tempt you with fake rewards such as gift cards, prizes, or discounts. All of these are tricks to get your attention and make you act quickly. Opening a phishing link can take you to a fake website where you are asked to enter your username and password. If you type them in, the criminal instantly has your account. Downloading an attachment from a phishing email can also install malware, giving hackers access to your computer or files. The best protection against phishing is awareness. Stop and look carefully before you click. Ask yourself, was I expecting this email? Does the message feel urgent or threatening? Does the link or attachment seem suspicious? If the answer is yes, it is safer to delete the email or verify directly with the company through their official website. Phishing emails are everywhere, but once you know what to look for, they become much easier to spot and avoid. Let's look more closely at how phishing works. A phishing message is designed to look real enough to trick you, but when we slow down, the red flags appear. First, check the sender's email address. A real company email usually ends with their official domain, like at Amazon.com or at DMACC.edu. Phishing messages often come from strange or slightly misspelled addresses, like adam@0nsupport.com with a 0 instead of an O. Second, notice the tone of the message. Phishing relies on urgency and fear. It may say, "Act now or your account will be closed," or "We noticed unusual activity, click here immediately." Real companies rarely use threatening or panicked language. Third, look at the links inside the message. Hover your mouse over the link before clicking. A phishing link may say www.amazon.com in blue text, but when you hover, it reveals a totally different address, usually a long or unfamiliar one. That's a warning sign. Another red flag is unexpected attachments. If an email you weren't expecting includes a file to download, don't open it. These often contain malware designed to infect your computer. The safe response to any suspicious message is this: don't click, don't reply. Instead, open your browser and go directly to the official website by typing the address yourself. For example, if you get an email from your bank asking you to confirm information, ignore the link. Type your bank's website address directly into your browser. Remember the campaign phrase: stop, think, connect. Always pause before acting. Ask yourself, does this email make sense? Was I expecting this message? Is this how the company normally communicates? If the answer is no, treat it as suspicious. Most importantly, if something feels off, trust your instincts. It's better to delete a message than to risk losing personal information. Passwords are the keys to your digital life. A weak password is like leaving your front door not just unlocked, but wide open. Hackers don't need to be geniuses to get in, they simply take advantage of the fact that many of us choose convenience over security. Here's how it works: criminals use automated tools called password crackers. These programs can try millions of password combinations every second. That means simple choices like 123456, password, or even your child's name can be guessed almost instantly. In fact, lists of the world's most common passwords are published every year, and hackers start with those. Another risk is reusing the same password across multiple accounts. Imagine you use the same password for your email, your bank, and your Facebook account. If just one of those websites is hacked and data breaches happen all the time, the stolen password gives criminals a master key to everything else. It's called a domino effect, and it's one of the most common ways hackers break in. Weak passwords don't just put you at risk. If criminals access your email, they can impersonate you and send phishing emails to your friends and family. So one weak password can ripple out and affect dozens of people around you. The good news is that strong passwords are not complicated to create. They just need to be longer, less predictable, and unique for every account. Later, we'll see practical examples of strong passwords and strategies like using passphrase or password managers. Remember, if your password is short, simple, or reused, it's not really a lock, it's an invitation. Hackers don't break in, they simply walk through the door you left open. Now that we've seen why weak passwords are risky, let's explore what makes a password strong. A weak password is short, predictable, or personal. Common choices include 123456, password, or even names of pets or children. Hackers know this. In fact, they keep lists of millions of leaked passwords, and these common ones are always at the top. If your password is on that list, it can be cracked in seconds. A strong password is different. It has 3 qualities: it's long, complex, and unique. Length matters most. A password that is 12 to 16 characters long is far stronger than one with just 6. Complexity adds layers. Mix uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols. For example, instead of sunshine, you could use $on.sh. In the 2025. Uniqueness protects you. Every account should have its own password. That way, even if one is stolen, your other accounts stay safe. One easy method is to create a passphrase, a string of random but memorable words. Something like coffee horse blue. Tree. This is both strong and easier to remember than a jumble of random characters. For those who struggle to keep track of many passwords, a password manager is an excellent solution. A password manager is an app that securely stores all your passwords and can even generate new ones for you. You only need to remember one master password, and the manager handles the rest. Popular options include LastPass, 1Password, or Bitwarden, many with free versions available. Here's a helpful way to think about it. A weak password is like a flimsy lock on your front door. Anyone with a little effort can open it. A strong password is like a reinforced lock with a unique key. It takes effort to build, but it protects everything behind it. Public Wi-Fi is everywhere. You see it in coffee shops, airports, hotels, or even in some public parks. It feels convenient and free, but the reality is that it is not always secure. When you connect to a public network, your information may travel without strong protection. Hackers who are connected to the same network can use simple software to watch what you are doing. This is called sniffing. It allows them to see the websites you visit, the information you type, and sometimes even your login details. It is like sitting in a busy cafe and reading your credit card number out loud. Anyone nearby who is listening can take it. Another danger is something called a rogue hotspot. A criminal can set up a fake Wi-Fi network with a name that looks safe, such as free airport Wi-Fi or coffee shop_guest. If you connect, all your traffic goes through their system first. They can record it and then pass it to the real internet. Most people never realize they were connected to a fake network. Here are some safer choices. Do not log into sensitive accounts like banking, shopping, or healthcare while using public Wi-Fi. If possible, use your phone's data plan for tasks that involve personal information. A mobile connection is more secure than open Wi-Fi. If you must use public Wi-Fi, keep your activity light. Reading news or checking the weather is fine. Entering passwords or financial information is not safe. Consider using a virtual private network or VPN. A VPN encrypts your connection so even if someone is watching, the information looks scrambled and unreadable. Think of public Wi-Fi as a public space. It is fine for casual use, but it is not the right place to handle private or sensitive information. Save those activities for a trusted and secure network at home. Safe browsing is about slowing down and paying attention to small details that make a big difference. Many risks online can be avoided if we develop a few simple habits. The first habit is to check for HTTPS at the start of a website's address. The S stands for secure. It means the connection between your device and the website is encrypted. Without that S, anyone watching could intercept what you send. For example, if you are on a shopping site that does not use HTTPS, do not enter payment information. Look for the lock symbol next to the web address before you trust the site. The second habit is to avoid suspicious websites. These often appear through pop-up ads or links that promise something too good to be true, such as free expensive products or miracle cures. If a site looks unprofessional, has many spelling errors, or feels pushy, it is safer to close it than to explore further. A good rule is, if you would not trust the store in real life, do not trust its website either. The third habit is to log out after you finish. especially when using a public or shared computer. Many people close the browser window without logging out, leaving their accounts open for the next person who uses that device. Logging out is the digital equivalent of locking the door behind you. Finally, when you are on public Wi-Fi, a VPN, or virtual private network, adds extra protection. A VPN creates a secure tunnel for your connection, making it much harder for anyone to watch or steal your information. Think of it as traveling in a private car instead of a crowded bus. Safe browsing does not require advanced knowledge. It requires attention, caution, and the willingness to walk away from sites or links that do not feel right. By practicing these habits, you protect not only yourself but also reduce the spread of harmful sites in your community. Oversharing on social media is one of the easiest ways criminals gather information. What feels like a friendly update to family and friends can also become a roadmap for scammers. Think about the kind of information people often share online: birthdays, addresses, the names of pets, favorite sports teams, or vacation plans. These details may seem innocent, but criminals can piece them together to answer security questions or guess passwords. For example, if someone knows your birthday and the name of your pet, they already have two of the most common password choices. Travel announcements are another risk. Posting pictures that say we're off to Florida for 2 weeks might get many likes from friends, but it also tells criminals that your home is empty. Some burglars look for exactly this type of information. Even small updates can add up. A public post showing where you work, where your kids go to school, and when you are out of town creates a complete picture of your daily life. Criminals do not need to hack your accounts when you are already giving them the details they want. So how do we stay safe? Avoid posting travel details until after you return. Share your vacation memories when you are back home, not while you are away. Be careful with personal milestones, like birthdays or anniversaries. Keep these posts visible only to close friends, not the public. Think twice before sharing photos that reveal locations, such as street signs or license plates. Review what you have already posted. Sometimes old posts still contain sensitive details. Remember, every post is a piece of your digital footprint. Oversharing gives criminals an advantage. Share proudly with friends, but protect your private information from strangers who may be watching. After understanding the risks of oversharing, the next step is to take control of your privacy settings. Social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok all give you tools to decide who sees your information. The problem is that many people never look at these settings, so by default their information is visible to far more people than they realize. Start by reviewing who can see your posts. Most platforms let you choose between public, friends only, or custom lists. Public means anyone can see your updates, even strangers. Friends only keeps your posts limited to your circle. For sensitive details like birthdays or family events, always choose friends only. Next, check location sharing. Many apps automatically attach your location to posts or photos. For example, posting a family picture that also says taken at Main Street Park tells the world exactly where you are. Turning off location sharing protects your privacy and reduces the amount of personal data being broadcast. Another important step is controlling profile visibility. On platforms like Facebook, you can decide whether strangers see your full friend list, your photos, or even your contact information. Limiting what is visible makes it harder for scammers to build a profile of your life. Finally, take a few minutes every few months to review old posts. Sometimes information shared years ago still sits online, waiting to be found. Many platforms now offer a bulk privacy checkup that lets you quickly update everything at once. Our campaign message here is simple: share with care. It does not mean stop sharing. It means take control of what you share, who sees it, and when. A few minutes in your privacy settings can protect you for years to come. Outdated devices are one of the biggest weaknesses in cybersecurity, yet also one of the easiest to fix. When a phone, tablet, or computer is not updated, it becomes a target for hackers. Here's why. Every piece of software has small flaws. When companies discover these flaws, they release updates, also called patches, to fix them. Hackers read those same update notes, which means they now know exactly what was broken and how to exploit it. If your device has not been updated, it is like leaving a broken lock on your door after everyone in town already knows how to pick it. Old software does not just apply to operating systems like Windows, iOS, or Android. Apps, web browsers, and even smart devices like televisions, routers, and doorbell cameras all need updates. Hackers often look for older versions because they are easier to break into. Outdated devices also increase the risk of malware. Many viruses are designed to attack systems that have not been patched. A single infection can lead to stolen information, locked files, or devices that no longer work properly. The solution is simple: when your device notifies you of an update, install it. Do not delay for weeks or months. Updates often take only a few minutes and can save you from major problems. Think of it this way: ignoring updates is like leaving your front door wide open. Installing them is like reinforcing the locks and closing the door firmly behind you. Updates are not optional extras. They are your first line of defense. Software updates are more than technical improvements. They are security repairs that keep your devices safe. An easy way to think about it is to compare your device to your home. If the lock on your front door breaks, you fix it right away. You would never leave a broken lock for weeks, especially if you knew burglars were walking the neighborhood. That is exactly what happens when you ignore updates. Every update closes gaps that hackers are actively looking for. Without them, your device is like a house with weak or missing locks. Criminals do not need to be clever, they simply enter through the vulnerabilities that are already known. This applies to phones, tablets, computers, and even the apps we use every day. A banking app, for example, may update to protect against new scams. If you do not install the update, your version may still have the weakness. Updates may feel inconvenient, especially when they take time or restart your device, but that short pause is far less costly than dealing with stolen data, locked files, or identity theft. Think of that loading bar during an update as your locks being reinforced and your doors being secured. Our campaign message here is simple: update to stay safe. Treat every update notification as an important security alert, not as an interruption. By keeping your devices current, you are closing the doors that hackers would otherwise walk through. Phones are no longer just for calls. They hold banking apps, shopping apps, medical records, family photos, and email accounts. In many ways, your phone carries more sensitive information than your computer. That is why hackers and scammers increasingly target mobile devices. The first rule of phone safety is to only install apps from trusted stores such as the Apple App Store or Google Play. These platforms check apps before they are listed. If you download from random websites or unofficial stores, you risk installing malicious apps designed to steal information. The second step is to check app permissions. Every app asks for certain access, but not all requests are reasonable. For example, a calculator app should not need access to your contacts or location. If an app asks for more permissions than it should, that is a warning sign. Be careful with text messages, often called smishing when used for scams. A text might claim to be from a delivery company or your bank, asking you to click a link. Just like phishing emails, these links often lead to fake websites or malware. Do not click. Instead, contact the company directly through their official app or website. Finally, always lock your phone. Use a PIN, fingerprint, or facial recognition. An unlocked phone is an open book. If it is lost or stolen, anyone could access your information. A secure lock gives you time to protect your accounts even if the device falls into the wrong hands. Think of your phone as your personal wallet, filing cabinet, and safe all in one. Protect it with the same seriousness you would protect your house keys or credit cards. Computers remain essential for daily life. People use them for paying bills, filing taxes, working, and keeping in touch with family. Because of this, they are a prime target for cyber criminals. Protecting your computer is about building habits that keep it safe and reliable. The first step is to use antivirus or firewall software. These act like security guards for your computer. Antivirus scans files and blocks harmful programs, while a firewall monitors connections and blocks suspicious traffic. Many computers already include these tools, but it is important to make sure they are turned on and updated regularly. The second step is to back up important files. Think about what would happen if your computer suddenly failed or if ransomware locked your files. Backups give you a copy of your most important photos, documents, and work. You can use an external hard drive or a secure cloud service. What matters most is creating a routine so that your files are always safe. The third habit is to avoid downloading files from unknown websites. Many scams promise free music, games, or software but secretly install malware. If you are not sure a website is safe, do not download from it. Only use trusted sources and official company websites. Finally, if you use a shared or public computer, always log out when you are finished. Closing the browser is not enough. Logging out makes sure that the next person cannot access your email, bank accounts, or other personal information. It is the digital version of locking the door behind you. When you combine these habits, you create a strong layer of protection. You do not need to be a computer expert. You only need to take small actions that keep your information safe and your computer ready to use. Cybersecurity is not only an individual responsibility. It works best when it becomes a family effort. Every person in a household uses technology in some way, and each one needs guidance to stay safe. Start with children. Kids are curious and quick to explore. Teach them the rule of never clicking on unknown links or downloading files without permission. Encourage them to ask an adult before sharing information online. A simple guideline such as "if you are not sure, ask first" can prevent many problems. Older family members also need support. Seniors are often targeted by scammers because criminals assume they are less familiar with technology. Take time to show them what a phishing email looks like or explain how to recognize suspicious phone calls and text messages. Even a short conversation can help them feel more confident and less vulnerable. Creating family rules is another effective step. Examples include using strong passwords, not sharing personal details with strangers online, and limiting screen time before bed. Rules provide structure and help everyone in the household understand the importance of digital safety. Finally, use handouts or printed reminders as teaching tools. Place a short list of safe browsing tips near the family computer or keep a card with emergency contacts in case of fraud. A visual reminder reinforces what has already been explained and keeps the information accessible to everyone. When families learn together, they protect not only themselves but also each other. Cybersecurity becomes a shared habit, just like locking the doors at night or wearing seatbelts in the car. We have covered a lot of information today, but the good news is that cybersecurity does not have to be complicated. If you remember only 5 habits, you will already be much safer online. The first habit is to use strong, unique passwords. Weak or reused passwords are one of the easiest ways for criminals to break in. Strong passwords are longer, include different characters, and are unique for every account. Using a password manager can make this simple. The second habit is to turn on two-factor authentication whenever it is available. This adds a second step to logging in, such as a code sent to your phone or an app confirmation. Even if someone steals your password, they cannot get in without that second step. The third habit is to watch for phishing. Criminals use fake emails and texts to trick you into clicking links or sharing information. Always check the sender's address, look for urgent or threatening language, and avoid clicking on unexpected links. If you are not sure, go directly to the company's website by typing the address yourself. The fourth habit is to protect personal information. Do not overshare on social media. Limit what strangers can see on your profiles. Think carefully before posting birthdays, addresses, or travel plans. Remember that once something is online, it is often permanent. The fifth habit is to keep your devices updated. Updates close the gaps that hackers use. Install them promptly on your phone, your computer, and your apps. Treat update reminders as important security alerts. These 5 steps are simple but powerful. They are not about becoming a technology expert. They are about forming small, consistent habits. Just like washing your hands prevents illness, practicing these habits prevents many online problems. Small actions make a big difference. Cybersecurity can feel overwhelming at times, but you are not expected to handle it alone. There are many trusted resources available that provide free tools, guidance, and alerts to keep you informed and protected. The first resource is right here at the Urbandale Public Library. The library is more than a place for books. It is a community hub where you can find digital literacy workshops, staff who can help answer technology questions, and even access to safe internet and learning materials. If you have questions or want more guidance after today, the library is an excellent place to start. Another resource is the Department of Homeland Security and the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, also known as CISA. They publish free alerts about current online threats and provide step-by-step guidance for individuals, families, and small businesses. Signing up for their alerts is like having a weather forecast for the digital world. You can see what storms are coming and prepare before they affect you. The Federal Trade Commission, or FTC, also provides consumer protection resources. Their website offers advice on how to spot scams, report fraud, and recover if you become a victim. They also share current warnings about trending scams so you know what to watch for. Finally, remember that cybersecurity works best when it is shared. Talk to your family, friends, and neighbors about what you learned today. Share the handouts, point them toward these resources, and encourage them to practice the same habits. The more people in our community who are aware, the harder it becomes for criminals to succeed. You are not alone in staying safe online. Support is available, and by using these resources you strengthen not only yourself but also the people around you. Cybersecurity is not just the job of experts or government agencies. It is something that affects every one of us in our daily lives. Each time we send an email, shop online, or connect with friends on social media, we create opportunities to be either safe or at risk. The message we want to leave you with is simple: cybersecurity is everyone's responsibility. It does not require technical expertise. It requires habits. Strong passwords, caution with emails and texts, awareness on social media, and keeping devices updated. These are small actions, but together they create a shield that protects your digital life. By practicing safe habits, you are protecting more than yourself. You are also protecting your family, because children and seniors often look to others for guidance. You are protecting your friends and neighbors, because when one person is more secure, it reduces the chances of scams spreading in the community. And you are strengthening the larger network of safety that keeps us all connected. We thank you for taking the time to learn with us today. Your presence and attention show that you care about your own security and about the safety of your community. We also extend our gratitude to the Urbandale Public Library for supporting this project and providing a space where learning and community protection can come together. As you leave, remember that you are not alone. Resources are available, your community is here, and your habits matter. Cybersecurity begins with awareness, but it grows with action. Together, we can create a safer digital environment for everyone. This project was created by our student team, Emily Godnai, Joie, Lantz, Feroz, Rasheedzai, and myself, Marcio de Paula. We would like to sincerely thank our Professor Sveta Miller, for her guidance and support throughout this project. Her direction helped us stay aligned with the goals of the Honors Program while making sure our work had real value for the community. We also extend our gratitude to our community partner, Staci Stanton from the Urbandale Public Library. Her encouragement, time, and collaboration allowed us to bring this project into the community and make it more impactful. Finally, we thank you, the audience, for joining us. Whether you are attending in person at the library or watching this recording, your willingness to learn about cybersecurity strengthens not only your personal safety but also the safety of our entire community. On behalf of our team, thank you.